Hello again, and welcome back to another episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. Right, where you left off, it was just morning, and you were in a meeting with Tish. We'll start from there. Tish said that some information regards about your heritage.
Well, what is it?
She kind of stared at Tish, just so there's the kind of rising tension between you two, and just I believe that. She kind of like sighs and looks at me, thinking, I believe this information. I believe Sora deserves to know as well.
Oh, all right. About my heritage?
I'm afraid that the Temple of Bahamut and your heritage is intertwined.
Okay.
That is the future of the potentially future of the Temple of Bahamut.
I don't like that. I guess we should get him in here?
Kind of without, still kind of avoiding eye contact, kind of nods. Enjoy your breakfast first, then it'll be easier to take it on a full belly.
I suppose. Are you gonna come to breakfast?
Catherine looks like she's kind of moving some of the armor she has. Guy just nods. I'll join you after I tidy up.
Alright. Ubalsa gets up and leaves, heads downstairs.
Okay. Right, I was at this you're in the garden. Okri, you also went to bed pretty early, so I'm going to say you're the next one to wake up.
Okay. I'll do some light exercises, and then I'll wash off and go downstairs and eat breakfast.
Okay, so you're just going to work out for a few hours?
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, downtime, I'll be working on, I guess, my ledger and a few alchemical things. That's it.
Okay, so as you go work out, you're just going to go, run out in the streets, or you're going to go, work out in the garden, or what? Where are you working out at?
I'll work out in the garden.
Okay, you're working out, you do see, you find some of the gardeners, and they're happy to oblige you to carry heavy stuff for them from, point A to point B.
How heavy is it? Is it heavy enough?
It's like some heavy stones and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll help out.
So you're helping them. You do see, you do see Okri's kind of running, carrying heavy things above his head as he's kind of walking on point, grabbing some heavy things. So it looks like the gardener's just watching, kind of relaxing as he's just moving all this heavy stuff one at a time.
I'll be trying to double arm it.
Like you try to do one stone each arm, so
yeah.
You see him put a couple lunges in on some of the trips.
That's how I spend my morning.
Okay. Alright, then I'm going to go with Sora. You were all woken by a knock. Kind of heavy knock.
He pretty much gets out of bed, tucks the covers in, and then opens the door.
You find Tinish there.
Sora straightens up.
Attention.
And my room's super clean, just to let you know. Everything's spotless, even more cleaner than the other rooms.
Okay.
Good morning, Tinish.
Gives you a nod and may I come in, Sora?
Of course.
Kind of walks in, kind of looks around the edge and outside the hallway, and she closes the door. Motions for you to go to the room where the bed is and kind of sits down on the stool, pulls out and sits down on it.
Can I read her face, or what's like? Does she seem worried? Does she seem what's like?
Usually she's kind of easygoing. The fact that she came to you means she has something to say.
Okay. Then Then, he sits down on the bed and listens.
Looks like she's kind of thinking in it. First, I am glad that you are safe. And I thank you for looking after little Ibosa. I know I couldn't give you much information to go off of, and for that I'm sorry.
It is fine. I'm on my pilgrimage, so I got to see many places and explore more outside of Dragonspire, seeing what the troubles of the world are. It's a nice view.
She kind of just nods, and still, I apologize. And I'm afraid the worst of it hasn't yet to come.
Is it with the church?
Possibly. You kind of hear like the hesitance in her voice.
Is it with the Dragonspire? As he kind of looks now waiting for an answer.
She's kind of looking down at the floor, and she kind of meets your eyes, and all I can say is your loyalties will be tested. Do not count even your lord. Question everyone else's loyalty. If the Church of Bahamut is to make it through these questionable times ahead of us, we must do what is right. We believe is right for the church. I tell you this because your journey, you might believe what your beliefs might be different from my own. And I ask you to not side with me, just out of loyalty, as I ask you not to side with your Lord. She's got to not kind of point to her head and kind of use your belief and your common sense. Kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and kind of, and I believe you will find what you believe is the true path. Kind of moves her hand, kind of seems to be kind of puts her hands back in her lap.
I'm sorry, Tinish, but you gotta tell me what is going on.
Kind of hold her head up, and I will be talking with Lily Balsa, and I wish for you to be there, as it is your right to know.
I will. I'll be there. Wow.
Bahamut, bless you. She kind of stands up and gives a nod.
He stands up and gives a bow.
May he give you strength in your future endeavors. Watch your sword. She kind of exits the leaves. Just crawl.
Sword just goes into his bag of holding and brings out like a log and just brings out his bone axe and the loudest scream and just cuts it in half.
Just gonna yell on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, who could hear that?
Pretty big character, so I'd say
I was very loud.
here you wake up to a scream roar, and everyone downstairs kind of hears a roar again, except you can roll perception. You're kind of a little out of the ways.
I mean, like, passive is 14.
I'd say that.
Maybe it's 15.
I'd say you hear like a kind of a muffled roar.
Oh, it's
You know,
15.
you do know it's might have been muffled by a lot of walls, but you do hear a roar.
I'm gonna go jump past my wagon, grab a spare greatsword, and I'm just wearing pants and boots right now.
You do hear a roar out in the garden.
And I start running inside towards where Sora is.
Ibalsa, sitting at the breakfast table, just goes, "Why?" and gets up and she heads upstairs.
As a confused look at your brother, just looked up and the roar went and this goes back to drinking the tea.
Not worth it.
Nahiri is jolted awake, has her daggers at the ready, and like runs out the door.
All right, Sergio, are you do hear the roar as you're out in the garden?
Yeah, I guess I see Okri bolting past, and I'm like, this could either be bad or a misunderstanding. So I decide to follow.
Ibalsa, as she's going up the stairs, she's not in like a rush, but she's not going slow. She picks up the sending stone. She's like, "Sora, what is your issue?"
All right, so you said that you cleanly cut this piece of timber in half, and
I start cutting more.
you're just hacking it away. And
Just bringing more logs out. Just
How many? Wait, do you
I have a bag of holding. I actually had firewood.
How much? Okay, you make short work of your firewood. You quickly turn into kindling, and you just hear kind of a "What's going on?" from Balsa.
I
I'm
just
gonna
go.
barge past
I
him,
go into
so
a rage.
run up to his room, and I guess hearing him roar continuously, I'm gonna barge open the door.
You just see a roar, and then you see like the gold dragon spirit just like emphasized very heavily around me.
You kick the door and just see him just hacking away at this wood. Is not much left, and just a large kind of spectral form of this dragon just kind of floating above him.
Ibalsa's
I guess I yell out, "Sora, what's the meaning of this?"
Ibalsa's gonna like approach, look in the door, look at you.
You see?
What are you doing in the floor?
Well, that floor,
You notice you've taken some chunks out
I,
in your anger.
and then as he sees Bolsa, he calms down and I apologize for my interruption.
Well, what's going on?
I've heard some bad news about some stuff at home.
Will it be affecting us?
Maybe.
And he's gonna go over to a stool and kind of scoot it over and sit on it. Explain.
You can roll insight if you want.
I mean, I don't know why.
You can share with him if you want.
Oh, share with it. Oh, I
You
thought
can tell or not. It's up to you.
I get well. It's something to do with Ibilsa and my church and my king.
And that would be?
Loyalty.
So you're torn between who to pick.
That's why I've been on this pilgrimage. To figure out what's the right path.
And have you found it?
Far from it.
We say, yeah, seriously, you arrive and here you've kind
Nahiri
of.
has been peeking through the door frame.
I probably hesitated at. I imagine I would have gotten up just after. I forgot your name.
Ibalsa?
Balsa did, and like you yelling at him, I'm like, probably shouldn't indulge, and I head back downstairs sheepishly.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my spare greatsword and say, as long as you don't attack me, you can count on me.
I thank you. And
I should suggest maybe chopping some wood outside.
yes, I lost. My anger got the best of me. I apologize. I will pay for the damages as well.
You'll have to apologize to my mom, because I'm not going to tell her for you.
I will.
What was it that got you so riled up? This is not like you.
I know it's not. But I'm still... There's more information I need to know, and that'll be done later. I'll tell you the rest later today. Does that sound fair?
Fair is fair. And Okri leaves the room with his greatsword.
Eve also doesn't leave yet. She looks to Sora and says, "So I take it Teenish spoke with you."
Indeed.
She told me to go get breakfast because apparently whatever she's got to say is better heard on a full stomach.
I don't think I'm ready to eat.
That's fair.
In all honesty, I want to fight something.
Well, I don't think the floor makes a good opponent.
True.
Hearing with her head still poking through the door frame. Why not ask Okri to spar? I'm sure he would love it.
I do not want my anger to get the best of me.
That's fair.
You could
My rage
talk
is
to
for...
Bell. I think he does. He's got forms that he takes. It kind of looks like meditation. Maybe that'll focus you?
It's not a rage. It's my ancestral rage. The rage of my people. The rage of this bloodline that I have. It's something that I can't really quell, or else I'll be weak and pathetic and not be able to protect my allies. Even though I am mad as well, it's something... It'll take some time, but today is probably not going to be a good day for me. And I apologize for my outburst. I'm sorry to cause attention and to have you worry about me.
Well, I mean, I think we're all friends here.
Yeah, let's say we just wanted to make sure you were okay. I was concerned another kidnapping incident was happening.
I was honestly just worried you were springing a surprise study session on Nahiri again.
That was my second thought.
Well, anyway, if you're ready to go talk to Teenish, I'm ready as well.
All right. Yeah. Let's get it over with.
Yes.
If you guys need anything, let me know.
Well, there's the festival after to look forward to.
I forgot about that. Do we need to wear something nice, or is...
You could.
I might have something with me still.
Alright.
With that, Nahiri's gonna go back to her room and probably clean up her bed that was thrown apart when she jumped out of bed.
Before he goes to Teenish, he's going to go talk to Ibalsa's mother.
She just looks like did you
I went down to the table set. Okay, yeah. I went down and I'm eating, and
Okay.
upon actually maybe I've sat like on not too far away, but far away from Lady
Not
Lady
a Sach.
Lolan.
That's your mom's name?
Not a Sach.
Lady
Not
Lolan.
Sash.
Okay, yeah. I've sat like a good way
That's the first. Lady Lolan.
Yeah.
You know, she
from the table, and upon seeing Sora approach, I'm like, I immediately like kind of like just concerned myself with my food, hoping he didn't see me.
Belle, would you have done anything after you heard the roaring?
He would have taken the book he had, closed it, and hit himself in the face with it. And then, where that study is or whatever, is it like nearby or is it far away or out of?
It's kind of like down a
Out of the
hallway,
way.
a little bit outside, kind of like halfway, kind of walking easily. You can still close the door.
Just as long as it's like not near the rooms, I guess. Just go
No, it's a little
to
way from
breakfast.
Okay. Yeah, to get to the rooms, you'd have to go by the breakfast table.
Okay,
by the
good.
table.
He doesn't want to go anywhere near there.
So you're just coming to have breakfast as well?
Yes.
Okay. So as you came down to the breakfast area, you come down and you see Lady Lola. And Lady Lola, she's staring at you just... Did you have a bad dream?
I'm following behind.
Can I insight check that? If she's like just trying to tease me a little?
You sure? It's a...
Do I know anything?
Natural one, so
you know she's teasing him.
4 normally.
You can't read, but you're pretty sure she's teasing you.
I'm sorry. She brings out his coin purse and pulls out like he assumes is like what's gonna fix it, and hands out 15 gold. I made some damage to the floorboards. I apologize.
She kind of seems to kind of puts her arm right there. Well, the way I see it, I do not believe this gold is going to repair the floor. I believe you may talk to our landscaper. He will get you the appropriate materials. He'll show you how to fix it.
I will do that instantly after I have to talk to Watinish.
Of course. She kind of just a little smile on her face and just goes back and eating breakfast.
You can't see it because Evolse is behind you, but she's kind of grinning.
And goes head up to Satina's room.
Are you getting ready? I believe Tinish is in the garden. She sees you walking. If that's who you are looking for.
Yes.
She's nodding. She hears them kind of sipping kind of just asking you some questions about the island. Where you're from.
Okay, well, you hear thanks, Mom, and Evolse dodges around Sora and heads out to look for Tinish in the garden.
Same.
Okay. Everyone's going to have breakfast.
I answer the questions as necessary.
Okay. Oh, you're going to come down and have breakfast too?
Thought I already was.
Oh, I knew you had to get ready and everything, but all right. Yeah, you head down as you see those two leaving, and you're kind of walking down. And breakfast kind of hits you, whole full force as you smell like all the looks like sausages and meats, and there's a kind of the honeyed kind of fruits. Yeah. All right. Sorry, bossa. You were heading off to the garden, and you do find as you're a little wild on the gardener's point, you do find Tinish kind of doing some garden work. Actually, she kind of looks like kind of helping the put some stones, just kind of building a little kind of wall with them. It looks like they're going to add another kind of put dirt in there and make another little garden, raised garden.
Hell yeah.
So she looks like she's helping move those in there. She kind of approaches. She stops and stares at you. Kind of keeps working.
We can come back.
Have you eaten?
Evolse nods at her.
Kind of stares at you.
I'm not hungry.
You should eat, but kind of motions over to the direction, kind of wipes some dirt off and kind of motions you follow and kind of walks to a different direction down the little ways from everyone else in the garden, deeper into the kind of garden. After a little while, you find she kind of goes up to a kind of be about. Can you go from childhood? You kind of would go here and you could read. It's kind of like a more natural setting. Or you can just take one good book and like hang out here. A couple stumps.
Secret
like,
base.
It's pretty much like this tree's kind of covered. And she goes and sits on a stump and just like kind of like sighs and looks like she's kind of resting. Kind of motions for you to kind of sit down, or she's.
Yeah, Evolse is gonna sit.
You sit or stand, however you want.
Sora's gonna stand. He's not really.
Right. Where do you want me to start?
At the beginning, I guess. I don't really know anything other than what Sora told me.
Well, a few years after meeting you, Ibosa, I definitely was curious of your heritage, and for a few years I watched you and taught you what I could with all I knew. I received a visitor. Just kind of like looking off in the distance. You don't know who this visitor was at the time, but going off of your mother's descriptions, I believe it was your father.
Evolse prior to this was fidgeting a little, but she grows really still and she's intently focused on whatever Tinish is about to say next.
Kind of keeps like staring off in the distance, like not opportunity to kind of breathe and just. He came to my hut, my farm, late one night. It was he who told me of the predictions for this future prediction of the Temple of Bahamut and its troubles. I did not want to believe him, but he told me and things that no one should know, and after looking into it, his suspicions seem to be correct. And he gives me one other time and told me to watch over you. So she kind of stares at you in this. I believe it was more of a order than a request. I could feel the power emanate from this individual, whoever he was.
Was?
I do not know what he. Despite this, more digging, I found that, as I said, the Temple of Bahamut is split in its beliefs. One side wishes to passively convert others and bring them the word of Bahamut, slowly spread. While the other, one of the knights other faction wishes to spread the word through its military might. A crusade, if you wish.
I don't wish.
After digging around, I stumbled upon some information that may have revealed that the knightly side, the Crusaders, let's call them that, will believe they have a prophet of sorts. Someone to lead them and show others that they have Bahamut's blessing.
Ibals is making a face that's like,
Do we know what's this prophet's name?
she really doesn't want Tinish to keep talking.
She just stares at you. I know this is hard to take in, but I believe you must hear this out.
Doesn't make it any easier to hear, but yeah, no, I agree.
What is this prophet's name? Do you know?
I do not.
Sorry to cut this story short, but what does the High Bishop believe in between the two?
He's refused to take sides. As both, I believe and I can't speak for the High Lord, I believe he wishes for a smooth transition. But if he was to side with one, the other would denounce him. And of course, with this prophet, he can't just whisk them away. I had to know more, and though I'm a former marshal, even my connections were growing thin. So I left Uthorincia and seeked out an old friend who I will not tell you their name. This friend, she's kind of like hesitating, told me of another individual. I believe it is your father's true name.
Okay. What's that mean?
You're kind of, I believe your father is, he was called Glamourix.
What?
Glamourix.
It's a weird name.
He is a golden dragon.
No. She's not saying anything else. She's just staring at Danish.
Can I roll a history on if I ever heard that name before?
You know?
My dad is not a dragon.
Because I'm a gold dragonborn and my race is very, I know lots of history about my race. Would I have advantage on this?
No.
15.
You've heard there is a gold dragon that lives in the northern part of Uthorincia. You do not know their name.
Okay.
You hear they live in the Northland, so not in Uthorincia, but they've been in it.
Okay.
Yes. I believe your father is a golden dragon. He was attracted to your mother, took human form, and proceeded to woo her. And you were born from this union.
Balsa looks like she's having a bit of a crisis here.
I believe my friend told me is you're not going to like it, but apparently Glamourix is not very well liked from the other dragons.
Is it because of how most gold dragons
They have given him the nickname of Dokal Morg, who speaks Draconic.
Hello.
Hello.
I know. You know, there's multiple ways you can word this, but it's kind of mean as the most insulting way would be kind of like the two-leg breeder.
Ah. They're calling him an elf fucker.
Two-leg.
Humanoid fucker.
Yeah.
Yes,
But that
pretty
didn't
much.
have the same impact.
So it's pretty much what the nickname that the dragons call him. I believe I have suspicions that this prophet could be a potential sibling.
What? Like a full dragon sibling? You telling me there's someone else that looks like me out there?
It's kind of just like, perhaps dragons can vary greatly. In the north, they apparently, beyond Uthvincia's borders, she kind of breathing in. He's known as the Dragon of Lust.
Balsa's face kind of shrivels up into like a disgusted look. This half sibling?
No, Glamourix.
What?
So
She's making like a kind of a
So-
very high pitched exhale.
if someone could read Sora's mind right now, it's the thought of you telling me some golden dragon was so goddamn horny that he's ruining his fucking church, his whole religion. He is pissed off.
I just reading you both. Yeah. She definitely said you're mad. And how are you?
You
feeling?
just see.
You've also got a constant internal monologue of what the fuck? What the fuck?
You just see the.
fuck?
You just see the dragon spirit behind me, just like. So mad.
Sora. She sees the kind of spirit rising. She just called her name.
I will come, and then it sees away.
Did you tell my mom any of this?
She kind of just closed her eyes and no.
Wait, why?
Your mother has moved on. I do not wish to bring back old wounds. The information is yours to share if you wish.
Is this is Glamorex up? Is that the one up north by? I forget the town.
Dragonspire? Near Dragonspire?
No, you said you'll something you. It was a different city. You just said it wasn't Dragonspire.
It was in the past Utherincia.
Yeah, past
It's in the north, out of the country.
Out of country. So is it by? So would it be close by Dragonspire then?
Yes, it'd be over in that area.
Oh, then it's close by. Then I would say, is it near? Is Glamorex near Dragonspire, the one that's been talked about?
I do not know. As you've both heard in history books, most dragons were scared of High King Faust's power, and he saw them as a threat and exiled them all. Those who stayed were killed. There is one other dragon that I know of in Utherincia. My contact told me of them, and they possibly shed more light on the matter.
Where are they?
They are over in the jungles.
Are they also a gold dragon?
I cannot say. All I know is their nickname. They are called. This one would be called Thurgixidar.
That's a nickname?
Does that have a meaning in
In
Draconic?
Draconic, it means crippled earth. That is all I know. She kind of stands up and breathes out, and just you see kind of a look at her. It seems like a huge burn's been left off her. Just,
So, do you have an agent there that's keeping watch of the church?
I have a few I may go to, but my influence has waned.
You're sure I have a sibling?
Knowing
Not completely. But if they wish to show Bahamut's, they have Bahamut's blessing, that would be my best guess.
Evelsa leans back, she crosses her arms, she's deep in thought.
That is why I sent Sora to watch you.
The church doesn't think I'm a prophet, do they?
If not a prophet, a symbol.
I'm sorry to say this, Ibosa, but you kind of are.
No. Don't prophets get visions?
No, I mean a symbol.
Oh.
Honor and protect to the lesser races. Honor and correction to the enemies of justice and good. honor and forbearance for oneself, justice and good above all, honor and fertility to the king, and honor and respect to the righteous and innocent. Most of those tenets you follow.
Half of that is just being a decent person.
Right, and lots of this world is not. And also, I've been a lot more closer to my God while traveling with you guys.
Are you sure that's not just because we're in mortal danger every other day?
I've been in mortal danger a lot. This is different. But I believe this prophet is the true enemy I must face.
What side are they on?
The Crusaders, right?
The Crusaders are using them as a symbol to show that their way is right.
And do you know if the prophet is going along with this willingly?
She just looks like she's getting ready to speak, then kind of close her mouth on us.
Tinish, what do you think is going on?
Kind of see Tina Shanghai just kind of a little shaky, get a little shaky. The fact is there is a power struggle in the church, the temples. Kind of shakes her head, and that is all I know. Just close her eyes and just...
Where would I find out more about, Glamourix? Is that what you called them?
I know, I've heard of it. Well, it's not the safest place, but I've heard that he's up north. I heard of a golden dragon up north of Dragonspire.
Alright, well, if he's really my dad, what if I just go and tell him to stop? Get them to stop fighting. They'd listen to a dragon, right?
No. Dragonborns, in a way, despise, well, the followers, despise dragons.
You know, the Dragonborn you were with, they kind of forgive and kind of accept that that's a different world.
But
They've accepted that Bahamut is kind of a just god in this one. And the ones that you've lived with, you've been raised to.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of dragons, but you do know the chromatic ones you can kind of trust.
Yeah, but even if the chromatic or the metallic
metallic ones.
Even with chromatic and metallic, Dragonborns kind of have like a central understanding with one another. But if as a follower, the chromatic side would not like me that much following because of how we were created and all that. Our bad ancestry, bad blood history with that.
The chromatic you would like, but the metallic you would.
Yeah, but...
So you know with the church, you would know with the church and being a metallic dragon, he would be kind of put in an elevated position. If he wished to take it, but...
If he would have a great impact, but Dragonspire has a lot more than... also has chromatic dragonborn as well. So it would cause a big rift between just normal citizens and the church.
Yeah, I don't think this dragon dad of mine would really listen to me anyway.
The good news about gold dragons, though, is that they are good-hearted people. Except for the description that Tina's just said, they fight for the lesser being.
The description of my dad?
Of how he does you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this dragon really is.
Eve also leans forward. She just puts her face in her hands. She sighs. You hear a muffled, "This is stupid."
I agree. This is stupid, but it seems this prophet has to. He's not following what Bahamut wants. I know that for sure.
Isn't crusading kind of the opposite of being good to people?
Right. There's not We don't do that. So why?
We can think about this later. I'm done thinking about this for now.
I'm probably still gonna think about it. Probably a long time, but I need something to catch a break with.
The festival.
Well, I got a floor to fix.
He's just kind of has gone back and kind of standing there just quietly, just kind of stare. It looks like from her looks, it would be, you know, it's not possible. It looks like she's kind of more tired and just like looks like she kind of aged a little bit.
Genus, this must have been a great burden. Thank you for telling us.
Just kind of nods.
Is my dad really a dragon? Like, really, really?
She just kind of opens her eyes and looks at you.
I know.
There'd be only one way to find out.
Talk to him.
Just kind of nods slowly.
I have a question, DM. Knowing that I've been in Dragonspire for almost like half my life.
You've been there, but you've been kind of around it more.
Right. When I know that there's a, I know some of it at Higher Magic because of how many people I've been, because this is a High Magic campaign, right?
Yep.
Would I know there's a magic circle? Like teleportation?
Teleport there?
Yeah.
Most definitely. There's a magic circle.
Is there public transportation magic circles?
There are public transportation, but you'd also know that during the Civil War, they've pretty much been cut out of usage.
All right. Do I know any close allies that I know from back then that I can trust?
You know a bunch of knights that you could probably talk to. You know, you can always talk to them, see, but as a watcher, you're not exactly the highest ranked.
True.
You do know some priests, but they're always a little different than the knights. You know you can go to them for guidance.
Well, Sora's just conflicted.
She's kind of nodding. I believe we should return to the others. Kind of starts just kind of walking slowly.
Eve gets up. She'll walk back behind Teenish, but she kicks at a bush or something.
Yeah.
Sora's just gonna walk around the town. He's just
There you go for a walk.
yeah.
All right. So, everyone else, so you guys finished breakfast, and then too uneventful. You do know that everyone's getting ready as this festival is going to be happening probably at midday. It's still morning.
Eve's gonna go find her mom.
Okay. Go with Sisho. You gonna do anything? Okay.
Don't talk to me yet. I'm not still thinking.
Okay. Belle, you gonna do anything?
He'd probably offer any help if there's anything he can do to help prep before the festival begins.
Say there's only they got plenty of on hands, helpers from the refugees and thing. So it's just you get kind of told to relax.
No! No, I must be anxious at all times!
There's nothing to help.
If you want, they say with your military experience, you can go check up with Olaf. Check if he needs any help with the guard positions and whatnot.
Nah.
Okay.
The guard positions? Nah.
Okay.
You did your time.
I'm a captain now. You can't put me back there.
Alright, that's what they offered. Oakley, are you gonna do anything?
I'm just gonna polish my armor and then wear it for the festival.
Okay, you said they're polishing it.
polishing my weapon as well.
Probably smoking while you're doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Also, since we did go onto a ship, whatnot, I'm gonna change out the flint and tinder on my blast wall shield.
Okay.
Just basically do general maintenance. Afterwards, I'm gonna don my armor and my blade and shield on my back. Look my best for the festival.
You braid your beard too.
I do not braid it. No, I put jewelry in it.
Okay. You have several jewelry in there, and you do see some of the servants are kind of saying you should put some of the younger mage saying you should put flowers in your beard.
I put wicks in my beard and incense.
Okay, Blackbeard. Okay. All right, you got them, and then just kind of they kind of got a little smoke trail kind of leaving off the beard. Nahiri, what are you doing?
She would probably get dressed up a little bit for the festival. She'll put some jewelry hanging from her horns, some nice earrings. Probably pull out some of her nicer clothes, but comfy. This
Okay.
way she can still like hide her daggers and such. She's never unarmed.
Oh, you also have Shadow Dagger.
Huh?
You also have
Yeah.
a Shadow Dagger.
She's got the shadow dagger, but that takes up a spell slot. It's power.
It's also
only
a
got
good
two.
spell, though.
It is. I love that spell.
Okay, you get ready.
Yeah, she'll braid her hair, do something nice.
Okay.
Probably check on Saoirse to see if she wants help looking nice or anything. Where are you at, Saoirse?
Before that happens, I bathe, and it's been a long time, but do you remember the description of that dress I once wore?
The greenish one?
Yeah.
The sea green kind of?
Like, do you remember, like, the design of it? Because you described it very well, and I can't even remember what it was.
Oh, jeez. I believe
If not, then I'm probably just going to go in what I usually wear.
it was it had a strapless back. It had like had like one strap that kind of went around the neck and kind of crossed, went to the front.
Halter?
Yeah, kind of halter, and then it showed like your top of your back. It was a sea green. You had like the long gloves because I remember Oakley paid extra, so you got like the nice gloves and nice like long boots and everything. It was like you had like some of the kind of heels, the long gloves. They had I want to say like a silver lining to them, and a kind of like a whitish, kind of like a seashell almost. You had like a kind of a sea theme going.
How long was the skirt? The flare?
It went down to pretty much ankles, but it had like kind of a cut that went up kind of halfway up the leg.
Hello.
No, I'm just going to wear what I have.
Okay.
What I usually wear.
Okay.
But
Remind me how tall Saoirse was again.
5'3"?
5'4".
That's close.
Yeah, and I guess I probably am making my way out of the bathroom and maybe run into you then,
Okay.
or you stop me, whichever.
Yeah. She'll probably, like, as you're exiting the bathroom, probably call out, Saoirse,
Yeah.
hey, did you need any help getting ready for the festival? You would do your hair, do something pretty with your hair?
I perk up a little. I'm like, I mean, I was just gonna go as is, but yeah, I'd like to do something nice with my hair.
Yeah, festivals are great. You can do a little bit dress up, still wear something comfy, but still look good. It's important.
I examine myself. What's your thoughts?
Depends on how comfy you want to be. I personally am wearing my nice but comfy clothes. And you see she's wearing like baggy pants that have like a slit up the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then a crop top long sleeve off the shoulder. And then like her dagger like strapped on a belt around her. With her elven boots.
Maybe something with my hair would be nice.
For sure. And then she would escort you into probably your room.
All right, boss. So you were with your mother. And you're kind of getting ready. She's gonna kind of getting a very nice dress, but one that she can still move in. You know, it's probably one of her dancing dresses. And
I would have asked if I should get into like my performance outfit.
she pretty much is just like, you know, I would love if you could, but I'm not going to force you.
It's been
Dress
a
how
little
you-
while since I wore it.
She kind of, I don't know if it fits still. You seem to just grow and grow.
Mom,
She's kind of smiling.
I'm gonna put it on.
Oh no. Don't do that. And she's just smiling as you go and put it on. She continues to kind of waits for you and sees if you want to help her with her hair.
I do.
Yeah, I can do that. She's. Are your friends going to dress up as well?
I know Nahiri talked about dressing up. I hope the others do. If
They-
Saoirse doesn't, we might have to track her down and put her in something nice.
You sneeze again.
Achoo.
Hold still.
Sorry.
Are your friends any good at entertainment? I know a few of them all seem to be casters.
Bell's really good with his sword. He kind of... It's almost like he dances with it when he fights.
You see her gotta go to thought like,
Throwing you under the bus.
I was waiting for it to happen, honestly. I was like, please make him do it.
Maybe you could get him to perform?
And what of Okui and Sora? They seem to be a comedic duo.
Well, I'm sure you could ask Sora about the cheese he ate.
Oh no.
But, well, if they're not a comedic duo, they're certainly a pair of, very strong people. You can make them lift really heavy things, I guess.
I fear we get out of hand as Olaf would surely challenge them.
I'd kind of like to see that.
We want to cancel it out. She kind of seems to be like writing things down.
Saoirse can shape water.
I believe Saoirse said something of druids, right?
Yeah, she's able to turn into different animals.
You see her peek to curiosity. Eyes go up.
I sneeze again.
She's kind of writing stuff down. You gotta see as you're helping with her hair.
I don't really think Nahiri would want to perform in front of a crowd. She's pretty, she's not shy, she's just more private, I guess.
I will not force anyone if they do not wish to perform. I will just judge them harshly.
Damn, Mom.
You know she's joking.
I know.
She's just smiling the entire time.
Out of character. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I expected better.
Alright, you guys get ready. And she's in her. Yeah, see your mother. She's in kind of a red dancing gown. So kind of the skirt goes down kind of like petals, like a flower. So kind of has multiple layers. So it doesn't go like a complete circle, but it looks like to be like 2 layers. So four petals each. And kind of the bottom layer is kind of it's more of a white, and then she has a red dress kind of laying over it, and then there's a kind of with a parts of it kind of a crisscross on either arms. You go out.
Okay.
She's kind of donning a mask on there, like a kind of mask that goes up on one side, kind of goes into the hair.
Yeah, Eve also goes, oh, and then she like runs back to her room real quick. Yeah, she digs through her stuff and grabs the mask
You see,
that she's got. And she runs back to her mom's room.
is this the mask from your troop?
It's the one that inspired my troop to get masks.
Oh, I like the design.
Thanks.
She just kind of smiles. You guys spend the time getting ready. She's kind of making sure everything's right. I must go and make sure everything is ready for the festival. I must go meet up with the Lord Mayor. She kind of gives you a kiss on the forehead. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Just kind of walks away.
She's gonna run back to her room again, real quick,
Okay.
and she's gonna pull out the viol,
The
Piccadilly's
okay.
viol,
okay.
and she's gonna look at it for a minute and just kind of decide. She takes it with her.
Okay. Okay. Bring it with you. And just staring at you. You leave your room. All right.
She's gonna go look for. Actually, she's gonna go knock on Saoirse's door.
Do you hear Saoirse?
Yeah, I'm doing Saoirse's hair. You're gonna have to hear Nahiri respond. 1 second!
Okay.
And then probably putting a couple pins to hold everything in place, opens the door.
She looks you up and down, Nahiri, and she's like, "I see you're ready. What about Saoirse? Is she gonna get dressed up?"
I'm doing her hair. She was just gonna wear her usual clothes. And then she kind of like rubs her chin. Are we
You both
forcing her to
frowns.
change?
I noticed this and I'm like, I have no fashion sense.
You do know you have all your extra clothes here.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing you've got us.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay.
She disappears
It's like-
from the doorway.
Well, that's fast.
Head off to your old
Yeah,
your
she's
room.
gonna run to her room, grab whatever she thinks might fit Saoirse.
Okay.
So looser clothing.
Where do you bring in for Saoirse to wear?
Probably like a loose blouse. I'd imagine it's not like low cut, but it does have like a V-neck. It would have like full length sleeves. They kind of flare out at the bottom, but instead of being a full flare, it like comes into a collar or a cuff.
Okay.
And then I guess just nice dress pants. And then like maybe a skirt, so she's got some choices.
What color is all of these?
Show me
Saoirse has
Saoirse so
the-
I can see your color.
Saoirse has the blue skin.
God
So the blouse would be like a really, really light sky blue. And the pants would probably be like a cool brown, like darker.
Okay.
The skirt, I don't know, pale yellow. Probably also like a couple different light scarves. Or like a shawl or something.
Okay. Did you bring those?
Right where her hair is shaped.
I see. You see as
Right there.
The door flings open.
And then two on the side going down into a side bun.
I immediately like spring up like, what?
Okay, try and see if these will fit.
I compare them like, oh wow, these actually. 1 sec, and there's got to be like a screen somewhere, right?
yeah, there's a little vanity.
Okay, yeah. I go around and I change into the blouse and
There's a skirt and there's long pants.
long pants. I first try on the skirt, and I'm like, and then I try on the pants, and then I go back to the skirt and I step out and I'm like, how does this look?
I thrust a shawl at you, and it's like, it goes with this one. And the shawl has like a floral pattern embroidered all over it. It's like, the shawl itself is like God, what's the word? Chiffon, kind of. Almost a little see-through, but the flowers are all like thread embroidery.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what your eyes focus on.
Saoirse is visibly, she's very happy. She's like, I love it. She gasps. And I was like, I love this. And I throw it on. And I'm like, kind of posing with it. No, not like that. My hands are out to my sides and like sort of like a loose definition of what I think dainty means.
Awkward, kind of?
Like,
Just a little bit?
No. I'm more loose than that. Just like,
Just like kind of like a cute casual like
yes.
pose.
Yeah, cute casual pose.
Seeing how it moves.
You
Sounds
also
like
is like,
moving
she's
on.
nodding to herself. She's looking you up and down. She's like, hold on, it's missing. Oh! And she runs back out of the room again.
I'm like,
3 seconds later, she like returns and she goes up, grabs your shawl, and pins it closed with like, I guess it's like a metal rose or something, like pin.
so like the red, what, this is a rose red color or
It's silver.
silver? Okay.
Ooh, good choice.
Thank you.
She nods proudly.
Yeah. And then for her hair, you're going to see right where it's shaved on... Is that left or right side?
That'll be on the right side as
The right
shaved.
side?
Her left is long.
Okay. So on the right side, there's a braid right where the shave starts. And then on the other side, 2 more intricate braids going down. It's just such short hair. It's a loose, kind of messy bun on the side.
Okay.
And then she's got like a strand just going down her face to help frame it. Because she's got such a cute round face.
You're all very fashionable now.
Yes.
I feel
What do
fashionable.
you mean now? Boss is always fashionable.
Yeah. He's actually going to ask you, Balsa, should I wear my skirt instead of these pants? What do you think?
It's up to you. Whatever you'd want, I
Oral
guess.
history.
History? Why history? I don't... What?
Anyway, was it you who went with, no, who went with Sora when they went to check out the dock? Who was
That was
Nahiri?
Nahiri.
Oh, that was.
Wait, the doc?
Mm-hmm. You can roll history. Roll history.
When was this?
When you just got here, remember?
Oh, that's a nat 20.
You remember you got quite a bit of looks just in your normal wear. As you were quite, there's not a whole lot of the tieflings here.
Yeah.
Remember I scared off the suitors?
Yeah. That's not going to stop her from looking nice. This is for her, not for them.
I'm just saying.
She's going to put her skirt on instead. It's a high-waisted skirt. From the dress that she had bought, she probably had it altered. So now it's a skirt, still has a slit on the side, but you can't see the slit unless you twirl. So super loose and flowy.
Okay.
And it's like a pale lavender. This is the brightest color you'll ever see her in.
All right, I would, Belle, what are you doing right now?
I guess he's just kind of like awkwardly like waiting, like to see if people are like all gonna leave at once or what's up.
You still on the estate?
Yeah.
All right, you are approached by Balsa's mother.
He kind of stands up straighter, like, and gives a small nod.
You can get a nod back. She got a little curtsy. Belle, go see in
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking Elvish now to you. A little bird told me that you were quite fine with a blade with a sword. When your fighting style was almost as if you were dancing.
I suppose it could be described as such, yes.
Well, such a sight would be a rare thing to see here in Honeyshore. Perhaps you'd like to show this style of yours on stage?
He kind of looks down at how he's dressed right now, and he's like, I don't really feel prepared for this.
Is it your gown? Is it your... Just kind of motion to yourself, your wardrobe you are worried about?
I don't know. Are we supposed to dress up today?
You don't need to. This is simply to detain the masses. A sending off so they can return to their homes with peace.
He kind of gives like a soft couple nods. I would like to help.
Wonderful. She kind of pulls out looks like a little side pouch she has on this thing. I can count on you in a performance then.
Yes, just let me know when I'm scheduled.
Of course. She just nods and, well, I have others to talk to. She kind of leaves.
He kind of just stands there, like staring at the ground, like,
What just happened?
yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna say for her sake, she's gonna ask, look for Okri and Sora and ask if you guys want to do a show of strength.
Sora's gonna actually. So outside the town, is there like a forest area?
There's some orchards, but they're kind of a ways away.
Deforestation.
They're a ways away. You'd have to travel there.
He's actually
There's
gonna.
You're gonna travel to the.
Yes.
It's kind of like
You give a man an axe.
yeah, the closest one's kind of like an hour's ride away.
That's fine by me. He's gonna.
All right, you're just gonna start riding there hard. Just
Yeah.
in there. All right. You just ride to the orchard. I guess I'll say, well, what are you doing when you get to this orchard?
Is there is there trees to cut?
Well, it's an orchard. It's there are
Someone's
trees, but
livelihood.
they're
And-
farmers' trees.
And I guess I ask one of the farmers. I say, "Do you need help with any trees cutting
I
today?"
just look at your size. Don't cut my trees down. These are my livelihood.
No, I said, "I'm sorry if I." Is there any trees that are ready to be cut down? I'm willing to work to cut them down for free.
This is an orchard. You do realize what an orchard's for.
I am sorry. And then he's just gonna keep going straight down, more farther down the road until he finds a place to.
You would know that if you're this part of the farmland, you could probably just go to the mill and they'll let you cut some wood.
He'll do that then.
Okay, kind of head back into town and you find the mill. They're like, for free? Sure, go cut some wood.
He's
They
going there.
get free labor from you. So they let you cut as much wood you want.
He just started cutting.
A machine.
Okri, as she couldn't find Sora, she just kind of you're approached by Lady Lowland.
All right.
Are you in your wagon?
Yes, I am.
Alright, she's knocking on the door. Just I love Danny knocking.
They would hear clinking.
She's waiting, just another little night knock.
Gonna have to be louder than that. He's smithing, doing alchemy.
Matt, she's got. Oh, is the door locked?
Yes.
Please attack the door. Please attack the
Not
door.
anymore.
Oh, okay, alright. Cool.
She looks around.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she
Matt-
rolled to unlock it?
Yep.
Okay, I would hear that then.
Master door.
I instantly stop after seeing an array of bells go off.
Okay. Is it just like a bell attached to a string or whatnot? Or?
Pretty much it.
Okay.
It's basically just at the corners of the door in the wagon.
Okay.
And as soon as the bell goes off, he grabs his blade and he kind of points it towards whoever's intruding.
You see the form of Lady Lowland as she kind of hands at her waist.
My God, woman! You never heard of knocking?
Forgive me. I knocked several times, but I do not believe you heard them.
Then you smash the knocker.
I fear my fair form is not as powerful as yours.
Right. He goes back to smithing. What do you need?
I was told of your great strength and was to see if you wish to. She's gonna roll insight to see if she knows how your character would be.
Okay.
Okay. If you wish to make a few coin and challenging refugees to great feats of strength.
So you're telling me I'll be making coin off of refugees?
Oh, as a crowded whole, I do not think it would be a vast sum, but if they wish to challenge you, you could put a price they could have to meet. Who knows, maybe even some of the guards will join in.
I could make a better coin off of the things I make here. Why waste my time with that?
I merely am asking.
You break into my wagon just to ask that.
Of course, she gives a polite nod. Forgive me if you do not wish to partake. I will take my leave.
He's just staring at her awkwardly until she leaves.
She leaves.
She would notice he's a bit angry as well and upset.
She gives you another kind of little curtsy and whatnot, walks away.
He's just gonna lock the door, and this time he's gonna put a bar over it.
Okay. Are you just gonna work in your wagon, I'm guessing? Next till it's time for this festival?
Pretty much. On top of that, before he bars it, he's gonna make a small little sign. It looks like a do-it-yourself sign. Not the
Hastily made.
best, but yeah, hastily made. and it basically says closed. And he hangs that over the doorknob on the outside.
Okay. As I speed and see, Lady Lowen goes to looks for Susha and Nahiri and asks if you wish to entertain the crowd as well. Kind of goes off how she heard that you could turn into animals.
I can, but it's not something I do for performance.
Free petting zoo.
You say that character? Oh,
I'm not there.
technically you were, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, but I ran back to grab my viol.
Okay.
I sneeze.
Perhaps you can show the arcane might of the druid circle.
I mean, I'm not one to boast about it. I myself am not that strong. But maybe it wouldn't be something spectacular.
Every little bit helps to rekindle the hope to these people.
Turning into animals? Kind of like pressing my index fingers together. Like,
She's kind of pointing to the garden. Even the smallest wonders of nature can bring a smile to you.
Nahiri's gonna pipe in for you. She'd be like, it's not every day you see someone turn into an animal. And the kids might enjoy it too.
I immediately, I think of what Okri said. I'm like, I'll think about it. Not saying yes, but I will think about it and I'll let you know before I'm up.
She nods and kind of looks to you.
But Nahiri looks just like, I don't have any skills useful for this. Not sure how helpful I'd be.
Very well. I saw you were just cutting in on me.
Yep.
Where'd you go after you grabbed your, say, Balsa, you grabbed your, where'd you go after you grabbed your instrument? Are you just going to head downstairs or?
Probably actually out into the garden, like somewhere quiet, just to like practice on it a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to say as like time goes by, it's about an hour till the kind of festival's going to be in full swing. There's already people gathering. You do hear a kind of a heavy footsteps walking.
I stand up from where I'm sitting and look around.
And you look over by the front gate and you do see a large frame of Olaf coming by.
I'm gonna sneak and like just see what he's doing.
You see he's coming with a big, large bouquet of flowers. He's walking in and he seems to actually have a box in the other arm too.
I'm not gonna interrupt this time. I'm actually gonna hide so he doesn't notice me.
You're gonna hide?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
Ooh, that's good. Pretty good.
Is 31.
As good as I rolled, I don't think you beat that. Nope. We're just kind of walking by.
I'm just gonna follow at a distance and see what he does.
This guy's looking around. He's asking one of the, kind of waving one of the servants down. I'm asking where, Lolan is.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much saying they don't know. They think they saw her heading to the second floor. Yes, I'll wait here. And you just kind of waiting there, kind of pacing. You see him there, and says, Lady Alola, you're looking beautiful.
You've also got her hands clamped over her mouth. She's trying not to laugh. Like, she believes in him, but like.
And you say, Lady Alola, you're looking as extravagant. I brought chocolate. Just kind of stare down. And with that, there's a kind of a wagon approaching. The door kind of coming in, but a very finely crafted wagon pulling up to your front gate.
Oh no.
Does it look like there might be a tiefling inside?
Well, you don't know who's in it, but the door does open,
Yeah.
and out comes a tiefling,
Okay,
very
cool.
finely dressed.
I'm gonna like run inside as like quietly as I can.
All right.
Gonna go look. I'm just running through the halls, yelling, "Mom!"
All right. You find mother kind of leaving these two kind of coming downstairs. Yes, my love.
Mom, Olaf is here, and so is your tiefling friend.
Tiefling Rena.
He hit on my mom in front of me.
That's bold.
So, Captain, Olaf and
Nathaniel.
and Lord Yargast is here.
Uh-huh. I think they're both at the gate right now.
I wonder what they'd ever want. Just walking down.
Yeah, like, find a place to hide and watch.
All right. Also taking place. Belle, what have you done over the past hour?
Maybe now he kind of feels a bit pressured to go practice somewhere.
So I can just in the garden just performing.
Yeah.
Like swing the blade around. All right.
Yeah, trying to see if he can get some fancy tricks in.
All right. Yeah. It says that you just get some spins over, and you're just kind of cutting some of the. Would you cut some of the flowers or just the leaves?
No, trying not to cut anything.
You want to cut over a flower, and you make swift. You're just cutting off leaves off of it without cutting the actual flower. Just using the flourishes and some flips in there. I guess we'll do that. Are you done at the mill?
I'm gonna work there all night. I don't
You're
care.
gonna work there all night?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you're still working at your wagon? An hour away from festival time?
Yeah. I'm working on some potions.
Okay, how loud are you working? I can barely hear things.
No, I can hear things.
Okay, now what's your
I'm working with a beaker and basically that's the
He's
loudest thing it does.
not doing
is-
smithing. He's just doing
doing
potions.
science.
He's just doing potions.
Alright, you do hear a kind of a northern voice saying, it seems like they're talking, they keep saying like Lay Loven and kind of using some lines outside.
I also have one of the windows cracked open. That way the smell doesn't...
Okay, so
Yeah.
you do hear this voice of a familiar voice talking outside.
Okay. I guess I look up from my work through the window. Who do I see?
You see Olaf.
What's he doing?
Seems to be kind of pacing around, kind of practicing like if he was handing out gifts.
Okay. I'm gonna unlatch my door and open the door, sit back down on my stool, and yell out for Olaf. Get over here.
Oh! Puts the flowers on his back. Puts the box on his back too. Master Okri.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Far be it from me, a stranger of your type. I have nothing to do with your love interests. I'm not for or against it, so out with it. What are you doing?
Kind of like he's kind of going closer to you. He's kind of. You're on your wagon, right?
Inside the wagon.
Oh, inside the wagon. He's kind of
Yeah.
walking up. He's right. He's almost actually on the same height as you, even on the ground. He's kind of leaning on the wagon. Just like kind of moves a little bit. He's all right. You see, I'm trying to court that Lady Loden. He's kind of like scratching his beard. Just,
Yes.
you see his beard. He actually has like looks like bows in it. Actually. Oh no.
Have you tried finding out what they like?
He says, she likes flowers.
What type? Thought so.
Okay, just looks down.
And I'm gonna bring out a small little vial of perfume and give it to him.
He's looking at that. He's kind of looking at it like, what is it? Basically, he's asking, what is it?
Basically, out of game, from what I can remember, if you wear it, you have advantage on persuasion and other checks and
Oh.
stuff.
He's like offering it to him.
Wear some of that when you talk. Don't use it too much on your wrist and on your neck. No, stop. You dab. He takes out a cloth, grabs the bottle back, dabs the cloth. Now, spritz this on your side of your necks and on your wrists. That's it. That's all you need.
Kind of moved his beard. Just go ahead, sign this. He's just kind of saying like, all right, what now?
That's it. Now use your own charm and wit if you have it. and hope for the best.
Yeah, like a look of surprise and just gives a big smile. Big kind of too. You don't see some of his teeth are missing. But, thank you, my friend. Just sure some. Are you like leaning out? Are you outside on top of the wagon?
No, I'm inside working
inside?
with beakers and stuff like that.
Oh, thank you, my friend. He kind of grabs for you. Can I contest him?
Yeah.
All right. You rolled a 34.
I can beat that.
Do it. Bet.
No.
That's a 17. That's a 4 plus 13. God dang.
Oh, rest in peace.
Kind of goes and just grabs you. You're like, get the. He just pulls you in and gives you a big hug.
Okay.
It's like trying to hug an upset toddler.
And I kind of spit at his feet and say, now why'd you do that for?
He just like, kind of put you down. I appreciate what you're doing.
It's interesting. I'd like to see how it turns out.
That kind of you see this wagon appear and he's looking. You see his face just go down to a big scowl.
Ah, right. The fancy man.
You hear me all. I was here first. And we're gonna end with that. We're gonna end right here. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Sorfy Adventures. Please join us for the next episode.